of 6 or 7 of the Haps Challenge here on Haps.tv. For those of you that are just joining in for the first time, well, actually, hold on. Give me just a moment. The system took a little while to load. Let me invite a few people here. Hopefully have some people joining in today. Who knows? We'll see. And there we go. Okay, my friend Ian will be popping in here soon, hopefully. And any of you Hapsters that are watching, please come on in. It's late here. I had a church event all day, and then with, what do you call it, daylight savings time, it's late. So welcome. I am Darcy Hall here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm a digital marketer and a community builder as well. And we're here on Haps.tv. And for those of you that may be watching on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, any of these random places that are not actually on Haps at the moment, but are seeing me live, what is Haps? Haps offers free world-class broadcasting tools so that for a community eager to collaborate in a simple way for viewers to support creators financially. It allows using Haps. It's an exciting platform that makes it super easy for me to simultaneously broadcast to all of my social media channels and see all of your comments in one place. So if you're on Facebook or YouTube or Periscope, for the next couple of weeks, at least for Periscope, Twitch, you're welcome to comment and I'll see it in one place and be able to reply. But if you are a Haps user, go to haps.tv, or if you aren't yet, go to haps.tv, and that's Haps with 2 P's. So happs.tv/invite/ Darcy Network. Remember the E for enthusiasm, Y for youthfulness. You'll get 100 coins to be able to come on in and participate as well. Come on into our into the broadcast. I'm going to start inviting some other people here. I don't know if anybody else is up or around, but if any Hapsters watching, I'd love for you to come on in. Let's see here. And I wanted to start this a little while ago. My sister was running a little, hi, Kevin from Sacramento. Cool, you're West Coast too. Come on in. Had a busy week and didn't get to my 250 when I was doing a more specific live stream the other day on crisis knowledge management. But love for you to join me in broadcast here. There, I don't know if this is working exactly right because I already hit subscribe, but it still gave me the option again. Kevin, California boy. Hi, come on into the broadcast. So come join me if you can. It's more fun with more people. Let's make a little Sunday night party. And let's see here. Who else can we invite here? I'm not spelling well today. I just typed 2 P's for Peter, but that's not right. Okay, so Pedro, Peter. Evan, tell me what you do in the meantime. Yeah, come on in. Let's see here. Chocolate Johnny's around. Kevin, were you a Periscoper prior to all this Haps world, or how did you find out about Haps? I cannot remember people's names at the moment. That's silly. Let's see here. Who else have we had before? Let's see here. Let's see if Evie's around. You're on your phone. Okay, so from what I understand, Kevin, is if you exit this broadcast and go back into your Haps dashboard, then you can find oh, you're a Periscope user as well. Awesome. Yeah, so for being able to join I sent you an invite for the broadcast. So I think you have to, I haven't done it from, I don't really know a way to invite myself. Oh, busker. I never did the busker thing. But I think that you may have to exit this broadcast for a second, and then on your dashboard on your phone in Haps that you may see an invite for this broadcast to join the broadcast. So it'll be fun. Let's see here. Evie, Cloudy, Evie. Wish there was a way to easily see who's online right now. I know it's late for Bobby. Bobby Bicker's really cool, an artist in the UK, but it's middle of the night in the UK, middle of the morning. Who else do we have? I'm drawing a blank on Georgina. It would be awesome if we could get Georgina. And I don't know if she's even gone live on. Georgina, I hope you see this somehow. Let's see here. Joanne Pham. Go Race Girl, Joanne Pham. Just shout. Oh, gosh, I'm not spelling well. Let's see here. 2 N's for Joanne. Drawing blanks as to the other. All right. Well, I just sent out a few invites to people I can think of offhand that are Haps users. And I don't know who in the world's watching at the moment. I didn't have this pre-planned ahead of time. I kind of forgot that I needed to do this for today. I remembered it yesterday, but didn't have enough time to do it yesterday. I had some good things going on. I had a going away party for my friend invited me. His roommate's moving back to Israel for a few months, and we went go-karting. That was fun. Let's see here. And I just got pinged on Clubhouse. Let's see here. Hang on a second. I wish there was a way to like integrate Haps with Clubhouse directly, because I'm on Clubhouse all the time. Haps.tv. Who else? Bobby, possibly. Let's see. Who's this one? Sorry if I'm boring anybody. I'm figuring this out here. Kevin, I hope you can join the broadcast here in a second. I'm gonna. What's Haps? Okay, so I am Gatsby. Hey, Eddie and Austin. Eddie Austin. Haps.tv is a live streaming platform that you can use from your computer or from the app, and they have a very good app too, that you can simultaneously broadcast to multiple platforms. And right now I'm broadcasting live to my Facebook, my personal page. Oh, there's Kevin. Yay, hang on. I'm going to bring Kevin into, let's see here. I see you. Let's see here. Let's get you live. There we go. Yay. So welcome. So I'm Darcy Hall in Las Vegas. This is Kevin, California boy in Sacramento, and I'm answering a question that I am Gatsby, Mr. Eddie, Eddie in Austin, or I don't know if he's Eddie Austin or if he's Eddie in Austin. They ask what is Haps, and we're live. And we are. I'm broadcasting to my personal Facebook page, a Facebook group, and my another. So my personal profile, my other profile or business page, and also to Periscope and Twitch and Twitter, all at the same time. And you can see I've invited, and you can invite up to 7 other people into a broadcast. So we could have 8 people in here right now. I'm just still, I don't have a directory by me of, I don't know if, so Kevin, tell me a little about you. Who else? I'm trying to get to my 250. Are you doing the Haps challenge?
I've just kind of gotten on. I don't know if I've really done it full force, but I'm trying to actually figure out on my phone. I think it's a little easier when you're in a group like of people, like you invited me, to do it on my computer versus my phone, because all I see is my mugshot here. So I'm not sure how the screen gets divided or whatnot, but yeah, I feel like I'm just broadcasting.
Here, let's see here. I mean, this is my sixth broadcast or so, seventh, because there was one I did last week, but it was more one dimensional. And hi, Jimbo from Phoenix. Yeah, come on in. I've invited you to come on in to the broadcast if you can. Not sure who's online right now. We're trying to get to the 250. So, California boy, let's see here. Kevin, if you are newer to HAPS, you may not have been, if you weren't on in January. In January, they kicked the HAPS community team, kicked off the HAPS challenge. And if we signed up on time and we broadcast at least 10 minutes, and Jim P says hello again, Kevin. If we broadcast at least 10 minutes and at least 250 views in that live, 8 weeks in a row, then we get $50. Not $50 a week, but it's not as much about the money. It's more about the getting familiar with the platform, and but an extra $50 for broadcasting each week. It's nice. But it's a fun way right now of connecting with other HAPS users, getting to learn more about others from around the world. We've had people from Australia and the UK and Canada and different parts of the US. I think I had somebody in from Mexico one of my streams. Kevin, tell me about you.
So I've actually broadcasted on Busker and Periscope. So those are the two live feeds. Other than that, I've broadcasted also on Instagram, but very, very small amount of time. So primarily it's been on Busker. That was a great community, and then it closed, and I went back to Periscope. And then now Periscope's ending, so here I am.
Jim P pointed to himself. Jimbo. I like the way you did the little arrow, Busker and Periscope, pointing to your own profile pic. I didn't know. I never got on the Busker train. If Kevin, if you could tell me what Busker was.
So Busker was just like Periscope. It was another live streaming app. It was, I guess, a lot smaller community. There was a lot of singers, performers. There was a lot of trivia games and just various other like shows that were performed on there. Various artists. But yeah, it was a very close knit group. It was kind of like Meerkat. I don't know if you're familiar with Meerkat. I
I
never went on
know
Meerkat.
Meerkat, and it was prior to Periscope. Periscope
Correct.
overtook Meerkat pretty fast.
Yeah, so I never knew about Meerkat. I mean, my coworker told me about Periscope, and that was kind of where my first love for live broadcasting and coming on and meeting people all over the world, and Jim being one of them. So yeah, I've got like these great friendships now, and not even meeting everybody in person, but you feel this bond, this closeness, in the community, and you got some good people on here. I have done some meetups in the past, like Claire Means was a big one, Ali Seeley. Those were like music performers. And then I met other various people that were fans of theirs, like in San Francisco when they did some live streaming there, and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, I've met quite a few people. Janelle, Sassy Survivor, was on a long time ago. Met up with her and Tina _ SF, and other various broadcasters too, that were not like necessarily performers, but it gave me a great opportunity to just expand my friendships. So, I mean, that's pretty much kind of like what you're talking about. It's why I'm here more than anything. It's just to meet people, to meet people all over the world and stuff, and it's a great opportunity, just like Periscope and all the other live streaming apps were. But I think with regards to this app, Haps, it reminds me a lot of Busker because the community was really close knit, and I really find that very comforting and very rewarding too. At the same time, the Haps, the staff is wonderful. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
they are.
they really, yeah, they really jump in and they care, and they really are focused on seeing that the community grows. And of course, they're in it for business, and they know that once they get a strong platform where there's a lot of people that are community based. The money's going to come. It'll be secondary. It's not their main focus, and I really appreciate that. They're really yeah, they're there for all of us.
And Bruce
Um,
Bruce Goodman just asked if I got to 250 yet. No, not yet, Bruce. I was a little late getting started here. I was waiting for the channel to get going. I'm only at 63, so I'd love for you to come on in and help me get to my 250. That'd be fabulous. Hoping it doesn't take 2.5 hours like it did the other day. Yay, we got to. Oh, wait, Kevin dropped. Did you lose connection for a second there? Here. Oh, we lost Kevin. Let's see here. Kevin, I can't hear you at the moment. And I'm wondering if I don't know if it's here, let me make you a moderator here as well, just in case it's my computer, because I have everything else closed, but my computer's whirring, so that it's CPU usage. In case I get kicked out, let me double check. I forget how to make you a moderator or okay, so go to the invite people and then okay, make you a director. That's what it is. Hello, Bernie from Melbourne. Come on in to broadcast. Love to have you join us. G'day. Okay, Kevin, thank you. I'm glad you popped in. If you're able to pop back in, that'd be awesome. Let's see here. Bernie from Melbourne. And Bruce, I sent you an invite as well. You're welcome to join us here. I think. And Jimbo, if you're still around, come on up. So Kevin, it sounded like you might be a performer. I was getting ready to ask if you're a performer. I had the pleasure of attending the Periscope Summit in New York and the Periscope Summit in San Francisco back in 2015, 2016. And it was phenomenal getting to meet other broadcasters live and you're having eye problems at the moment. You could have it pointed somewhere else. You don't have to be on camera. I've had some people that have had just it pointed up at the ceiling. Somebody had a beautiful sunset, a picture of the sunset. Okay, awesome. Oh, thank you so much for tagging people. So see, I'm still learning this. One thing I've been loving with Clubhouse is that you don't have to get on video, and it uses a little less resource, so you can just hop on or whatever. Because people like you just said, like, oh, I'm having eye problems. It's like, oh, so there's the visual, and it's like, oh, just pop in, but you don't have to be. But so I'm still newer to Haps, and this is cool to realize that. So Bruce, I guess that by you tagging the others, they'll get the alert right now as well to encourage them to pop in. Oh, Jimbo's watching from under a quilt. Is it cold where you are, Jimbo? Oh, awesome. You're going to join us. And maybe when you join us, maybe because it sounds like you did get to meet, Kevin, maybe Kevin's connection will work and you guys can get back in and get reunited. Reunited, and it feels so good. Let's see here. I'm try inviting some more people. Cool. First, I really appreciate your help. Oh, and Jim in Chicagoland, Jason Haps. Thank you for the high five award. High five. Hey, Bern.
Hello, Darcy. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good.
Oh, I love your accent. Here, let me see here.
I can't see you. I'm on an iPad, so it's I don't know what you can see of me, or if you can see me, or what.
I see a bit of you. Do you ever watch what was that show? Tool Time Tim. They had the neighbor that you'd only see what was his neighbor's name?
What, just see me head or what? I don't know.
Yeah, there was a comedy show, there was a TV show that was popular like 15, 20 years ago, and the neighbor, Wilson, I think his name may have been, I can't remember his name, but the neighbor you'd only ever see because they'd speak over the fence. They'd speak over the fence, but the neighbor you only ever see like his eyes, the top of his nose is his eyes. You never saw his mouth or anything. So, Home Improvement. Yeah, that's
is
right.
Is that like me at the moment? Is it just the eyes? Is it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a performance show. It was more like not quite Seinfeld, but it was a sitcom. Tool Time Tim Taylor. I forget the actor's real name.
Oh. Do you want to use mine? Sorry, I'll just.
Bernie, how's your weather? You're in winter coming into no. You're in spring coming into winter soon, right?
We're in autumn. We're heading. We're in autumn now, and we're heading into winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I was just talking to somebody who's helping me clean the house at the moment, so I had to just put on mute for a minute. But I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, it's I don't know what is it today. It's about 22 Celsius. Don't ask me Fahrenheit. I've got no idea. I can ask Siri. Hang on.
Hello, Jackie. Jackie Girl says Tim Allen was the.
What is 22 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
The answer is 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
71.6. There you go.
Beautiful temperature. Yeah.
Just right. Just right, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to have the windows open and.
Yeah, doors are open. Yeah. Windows, yeah. Yeah, sun's out a bit, so yeah, it's not too bad, but it'll get cold at night. The nights are getting cold now. Yeah.
You played the Santa Claus one. He played in the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3. And Jackie Girl, come on into the. Let's see here. I think I sent you an invite here. Invite. Come on into the broadcast. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
Yeah, Jackie does some good broadcasts. She was broadcasting early on today, my time, and she was out and about in the car and that. So you know, watch her, have a look.
Okay, and Jimbo's asking how to join. Jimbo, are you on a phone or the computer? And if you're on the phone, you may have to close out the minimize or close the current broadcast you're watching, and to get to your dashboard in your Haps app, and you should. I've sent you an invite to join this one, so you should see an invite to join this broadcast.
It's in notifications, I think, on the phone. If you're on a phone, let's have a look.
Oh, okay. And Kevin switched over to his laptop. So Kevin, yeah, Jimbo's trying to join as well. I've never been invited into a broadcast. I've only been a broadcaster and invited people in, so I'm not best at being able to explain what it looks like.
Jackie's just subscribed to you, Darcy.
Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah.
So Bernie, how long have you been broadcasting? Oh, Irvine, thank you so much for the high award as well. Come on into the broadcast. Looking for more people.
I used to do a few on Periscope on one of my accounts. I've got 2 accounts, but there's one I used to always go
Robot
on.
Tech. Here's Jimbo.
Hello. G'day, mate. How are you? You found it. How to get in? Activities. So that activities, and that's how I joined. It'll come up in activities.
Cool.
Anyone who wants to know?
Oh, Jackie girl's already in bed, so she can't come in right now, but thanks for the invite. And then here's Kevin. So Kevin and Jimbo, you guys know each other from the busker days. We get a little reunion here.
Oh, he's watched me numerous times.
Hello,
Good to see you guys.
How are you?
Get an echo on this somehow.
It might be me.
Jim in Chicagoland.
Let me find my earbuds and see if that will.
Okay.
Wherever the hell.
Hey, hang on, I'll just turn this TV down. I'm going to have to go outside. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
I'll be here. Hang on. I've got
See
to go
if this
outside
helps.
because someone's about to do vacuuming here.
Charged. Maybe this will help. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll stay with you.
I think I've made it a little easier on the computer here. The screen's a lot bigger. There's a lot more options than just my iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah, more room to be able to see everything.
Definitely. I got to work on my lighting though. The overhead is just kind of terrible, but the other towards the kitchen though, it's worse.
Okay, this might be better.
And then,
there's my doggy.
hi, doggy.
It's Sally.
Pooch.
Hey, I see Bernie.
I like that the little tongue goes, little tongue stuck out.
Got a beautiful day here, as you can see. The sun's out.
Beautiful. We're having interesting weather here in Vegas. We had hail. We had rain 3 days in a row, which is rare. And then we had hail the middle day of it, just the end of last week. But today the weather was beautiful. We were in the, so let's see, Bernie, what did we say? 22 degrees centigrade is 71 Fahrenheit?
Yeah, around 71, I think it's.
Yeah, I think it was about that here in Vegas today. So yeah, we had cold and snow and snow in the mountains in the outskirts, not like on the strip, but we had hail and rain and everything just a few days ago. Now it was beautiful again. Jackie girl, thanks for the Super Heart Award. Appreciate you.
I'm just going out to my garage where I hang out.
So Jim and Kevin, you've met in person or just through
No.
Busker that you knew each other?
Yes, online here. Live
Buster
stream.
Scope.
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah,
P.
Buster
Robot
Scope.
Tech, where are you based?
I'm in Phoenix.
Cool.
And I work for Amazon.
What do you do for Amazon?
I'm robot tech for Amazon.
That makes sense. Robot Tech. There you go.
Nice.
Cool.
Or is that like the machines that are picking the the automation of?
I work at a same day delivery, and they have the drives. They pick up a pod full of items, and they go to a station, and the operator will pick them out and then put them on a conveyor. So that's what I maintain are those robots. They show them on YouTube. They don't show me, thank goodness, but they show the drives.
The ratings would go up if they showed you though, Jim.
Pardon?
I said the ratings would go up for Amazon. The stock would just rise if they showed you.
They'd hear some of the language I use.
Well, there's always a mute button for that, you know.
Oh, they need to keep it on.
Authenticity. It's real, right?
I won't show you.
I'm kidding. I'm not that bad. I am known to create my own words from time to time, though.
Bernie, what do you typically broadcast about?
If I'm out and about, I haven't done a lot on Haps, but on Haps I have done out and about ones. I done one last week actually, talking about that. just down where my township is, the main street sort of thing. I out taking my elderly mother shopping. Just out having a coffee, having a chat on screen with people from all over the globe. And when I was on Periscope, I'd go, you know Vanita, don't you? Vanita, my fiance. She was here last year. We used to do a lot of hotel scopes and city scopes in Melbourne, all around what Melbourne looks like, the zoo. So a bit of everything, yeah.
Bruce, I want to thank you for helping to recruit people for coming into the broadcast. Again, you're welcome to come on in.
So I want to hear what Darcy does.
I do a lot of things. I'm a digital marketer here in Las Vegas, and I'm a community builder now on Clubhouse, and I'll be doing more on Haps as well. It's just my computer has Haps is definitely CPU usage. I haven't been able to get it working great on my phone. I tried to do live streams from some other things in Vegas for Haps, but it hasn't kept up with it. At least with Clubhouse is just audio only, so it's not using much. Hi, Tiara. Tiara from Jakarta.
Tiara's a good little scoper from Jakarta.
Yeah, so I'm more than just a digital marketer. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I'm very involved in a lot of nonprofits as well. I'm a founding member of the new Cause Marketing Chamber of Commerce, which ignites the relationships between nonprofits and businesses to elevate the community with a vision where social responsibility is the new bottom line. G'day, mate. Lunchtime for her right now. Bernie. Here, Randy Warren. Okay, and Bruce. Bruce is a caregiver in Ohio. So Darcy Network. On Clubhouse, I do different I create a different room daily, Monday through Saturday, from 3:30 to 4 Pacific, on 13 different topics of digital, authenticity, relationships, Christianity, enthusiasm, and youthfulness, plus networking, entrepreneurship, truth, working out, organizations, Reiki, and kindness. It's a bunch of things, but so are we. So I welcome everybody to come on in daily, to just pop in and listen, to hear new things, meet new people, connect. Always welcome new panelists. Thanks for subscribing, Kim Weinberg. Love it.
Hey, Kim.
Enjoy the hamburgers. Yeah.
Well, that's quite a wide range of diversity there.
Yeah, I'm a bunch of things. I connect with, and I'm a people connector. I love connecting people too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because
You seem like a people person.
I could sit here and talk and just broadcast one way, but I have a lot more fun engaging with people.
And you like music too, don't you, Darcy?
Yeah, I do like music. I miss live. I miss live music. I miss going to concerts and festivals.
They're starting to open it up here for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Vegas is resuming. They announced Life is Beautiful, the big music festival, sold out in seconds practically.
KISS scheduled a show here for September. They never quit.
They're coming to Melbourne soon, actually. They are.
Nice.
Come on in.
Those guys will perform until they die.
Yeah, they've been around.
Oh, I know. I don't know how they're going to do it, Kevin, because in September here it's still in the hundreds. So I don't know how, and it's an outdoor venue. So I don't know. They must be going to have one hell of a AC system blowing on them on the stage.
Misters and stuff. People will be so excited. People are just so excited to get to things. It's like, bring extra ice packs or something.
Yeah, whatever it takes, right? Water guns, everything.
Yeah.
So Darcy, have you tried the Twitter Spaces? It's kind of, I think, similar to the concept on Clubhouse.
I've been approved for it. I applied for the beta. I just haven't had a chance because it's, again, I have my regular job, and then I'm involved in a lot of things. And then I had already, before I knew of HAPS, well, I had heard of HAPS, but I was just like, I didn't know HAPS. But I had already made a commitment to myself and I love Clubhouse, and it's a lot of work to curate different panels, different room staging. It's a lot of work that even though it's a half-hour room, and putting hours of work into it, reaching out to connect with people, to ask them to be panelists, and coordinating and setting it up and advertising it and following up afterwards, and also the relationships that I'm building with those people now. And then with HAPS, I had heard of a lot of other periscopers on HAPS, and then it was on Clubhouse that some other Happsters, Chocolate Johnny and Bobby Bicker, had invited me in when Pablo De La Hoya, the community manager for HAPS, or one of the community managers, he was on Clubhouse. So I got to hear and engage, and I'm like, oh, he's really nice. I'm like, let me give this a try. And they had announced the HAPS challenge. So I joined that last day of, or no, it was the day before. But Peter and Pablo helped me with my first HAPS live stream, and so here I am. I'm committing to this, and I was excited. On Friday, I used HAPS to multi-broadcast from a live event that I was at for. There's a friend of mine here, Connie Myers, who's put together a crisis knowledge management course to help her. She has a goal of educating 30 million Americans within the next 5 years on disaster preparedness and crisis management. So how to prepare for, how to survive, and how to recover from a disaster, whether it's man-made or natural, because everybody will experience a disaster of some nature in their life, some multiple. You look, and some things are more some things you are more likely you can anticipate happening, and some are just like, wow, never even thought this would happen. But you look at like the pandemic, who planned that? I'm not getting into politics of pandemic or anything like that, but people weren't ready for something like that to happen, even though scientists have, things like that can at any time occur, but people aren't prepared. Or, those in California, the earthquakes, or Australia, or anyone along the Pacific, like tsunamis, or anywhere in the US that may have tornadoes and earthquakes. Like I live in Las Vegas. There's mountains. A lot of people only see the pictures of the Strip. They don't realize that we're in the valley. We are surrounded. We're 2,600 foot elevation. We're on a mountain technically, and then there's bigger mountains around us. What are mountains? Those are the fault lines have raised up. So the chances of a massive earthquake at any time is possible. Some say that Salt Lake City area is well over 100 years overdue for a massive earthquake. So it's like, are you prepared for any of these natural disasters? And then what about like active shooters, malls, schools, any of those, workplace? Now people are working from home, but when people start going back, people get frustrated or whatnot. Are you prepared? What do you do in the case of an active shooter? What do you do in the case of there's the refinery near you, there's a gas explosion, or there's a windstorm and the power lines go and you're out of power for days straight because the whole power grid goes down? Are you prepared for that? So there's so many. The course is phenomenal. She's Connie she was a FEMA inspector. She used to be in real estate, and then she was a home inspector, and then she worked for FEMA for years. So she has all this knowledge, and she's put together, and she'd been working on it for years. But then the pandemic just really accelerated. Like, I need to get this course out. And she had her first. She's been doing some of them online, but now she had her on Friday she had her first live in-person and online course, and she's training people to become advisors for their community, because it's hard for one person to reach 30 million people, but if you get even 250 people that have their knowledge, then they can share with the community. And but it was
have to jump down, Darcy. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, thanks for inviting me up.
Bernie, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, Bernie.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
So much.
Take it easy. Bye.
Yeah, I'll look forward to more of your broadcasts of Australia.
Good on you. No worries.
Good night.
Probably missed some comments
there though.
Let's see here. What comments have I missed here? So I didn't miss too many. So little conversation back between Bruce and Jimbo saying hi. So I was rambling a little on I get excited about things.
No, it's interesting hearing what you do.
Yeah. So I do, my main thing is digital marketing. I have clients that ranging from individuals that are life coaches and others to local businesses, to enterprise businesses. So different things from websites, social media, SEO, lead generation, reputation marketing, press releases. It's a bunch.
That's a lot. You got a lot going on, that's for sure.
Yeah. Asking a question about Twitter Spaces. I'll get there. I just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, I found for me it was kind of difficult. Sorry, Jim. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good, man. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, kind of like with regards to the Twitter Spaces, I found that it was very difficult to interact. Every time I tried to start talking, I cut somebody off, or it just kind of, it was very difficult to determine. It's almost like being on the phone nowadays. You really can't, if you're having a personal conversation, it's really difficult to not cut each other off, which is weird because like before, way back in the day, showing my age, it was easy to just talk on the phone and you wouldn't even think twice about interrupting people. But the Twitter Spaces, it just seems like I just kept getting cut off, or like I would interrupt somebody and I was just like, I don't know how much I like this. So I know I've been on House Party. That was a little different because there's video too. But I'm not sure. I've heard about the Clubhouse through Randy and some other people that are here on Haps. So sounds interesting. There's another one called Stereo, I think, similar.
Yeah. And Tiara, thank you for saying cool job. I'm wondering if, again, I haven't been on Twitter Spaces, wondering if maybe there was, whether there's more delay or anything. It could have been your connection too, that it just, because I do feel that Clubhouse, it's a lightweight app, so it's not taking as much resources, and it's still beta, so it is buggy sometimes, but in general, it's very good. And it is part of those social, sometimes it's really easy that I think it's sometimes the people that you're with, the community that you're with, are they taking a pause to give somebody an opportunity? And I'm moderating the rooms daily. I'm learning as well on, I don't want to interrupt somebody if they're talking with no break. I don't want to be rude, but I actually set my rooms up generally, not always, but generally it's that I have multiple panelists, and I tell them, I'm like, you only have 30 to 60 seconds to say, don't ramble. We want to give everybody a chance, and I'll cut them off. But I always feel bad if they start to ramble, because I want it a short room, because some of these rooms are running 13, I think the record, somebody ran a room for 14 days straight. They had a lot of different moderators. And that you're waiting, people are just talking, and it's like you raise your hand to say something, and you got to wait 4 hours for them to call you up and 2 hours for you to call. And I was like, no, let's do these like rapid fire. Give everybody a chance. Because I think, hi, Mara.
Yeah.
Pronounce your name for me.
My name is Miram. My
Where
English
are you
is wrong.
from?
Kazakhstan, Astana, Nur Sultan. Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Awesome. Music and chill.
Musician, pianist. Have nice,
Yeah.
nice to have. Sorry, nice to meet you.
Thank
My
you.
English is wrong. I use this file up first.
It's your English is wrong. It's improving, right? It gets better with
Yes, it's for improving.
For Kazakhstan, do you speak Chinese or Russian or is Kazakhstani or
No.
what
Kazakhstan.
language do you speak there?
Speaking in Russian, Kazakhstan. Speaking Russian in Kazakh language.
Привет. I said привет. Привет and спасибо are the only Russian words I remember right now.
Да, в основном у нас на русском разговаривают, на русском в основном. На русском и казахском да. In last time we begin learning in English language. В основном это молодежь, young people to learn English.
Let's see here. Bruce, we didn't hear from you as much tonight. You're a caregiver. Who are you a caregiver for? Family member or for other? Do you do?
Actually, yes.
others?
I take care of an uncle. He's 89 years old. He has dementia, and I give total care. 24 hours a day. So it's taunting sometimes. But you do your best. Try to keep him happy and taken care of, and do the best you can for him.
That's awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm enjoying the music as well. Is that?
Oh yeah, me too. It's good. Very, very nice mellow piano music.
Good Sunday night chill vibes.
So congratulations, you hit 256.
Oh wow, I did. Thank you.
Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun. It would have been really boring sitting here just talking to myself. And you know what I miss from this? Thanks, Jimbo. You know what I miss from Periscope though is the heart. Because even if you were talking, with the original Periscope, you didn't have multiple broadcasters in it, but you at least got the feed. You could see comments, but just even seeing those hearts, it was nice. Is Kevin gonna come back with some hearts like little heart balloons that he's gonna float up? Oh yeah. You know what? Look what I found today. Yay! I love it. So is there any talk of there being a Haps event, like a Haps summit, like they had Periscope summits?
Well, I haven't heard of anything, but that would be really cool. Have like a summit live or something like that.
Yeah, where people get together. I guess the whole COVID thing is, but people are starting to get back together with things.
Well, I guess it's time for you to put them together there, Darcy.
In Vegas?
Yeah, Darcy.
In Vegas.
COVID slows everything down,
in Vegas, Darcy. I'm 4 hours away, so.
I'm an hour away on a plane, so there you go.
Same here.
Nice. Yeah. Let's see here. Give me like another month or two to build up, get to know more Happsters. Miriam, thank you so much for coming in. Oh man, really enjoyed having that music in there.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of on Periscope, on Clubhouse. It started with lot more entertainers, like the original people on Clubhouse are primarily entertainers, musicians and comedians. And, now it's, you name it. It's, but the original cruisers. So there's a lot of music on there as well. There's comedians and stuff. And with the Reiki and the youthfulness rooms that I do on Saturdays, it's fun. I've connected with some really great people that do meditations, and some of them are like, there's some people that are sing or play the flute, or I have a friend that plays the didgeridoo, and
Oh, really?
yeah. So for my Reiki rooms, he'll to kind of change the lighten everybody up, because sound healing is very important too. There's frequencies, the megahertz of different tones and that they kind of penetrate your body to help heal you and so forth. So it's kind of cool. It's so sound healing I've had as now a regular part of my Saturday rooms, and people like that. That's not just people talking, but there's some music. And there's a girl, Helena from Toronto, that plays the piano. Just for the, it's not that it's targeted as sound healing, but I just feel so relaxed. She plays it. It just really calms me down. So I love having her to help play. So it's kind of fun. Kind of like we had.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
So when you say Reiki, you're talking like a Reiki master?
Yeah, I'm level 3. I'm not a Reiki master yet, but for those that don't know what Reiki is, it's life force energy healing. It's helping to channel the love energy of the universe and channel it to help heal mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And you can do that hands-on in person or over distance, because there's love energy transcends time and space.
Nice. How'd you get into that?
5.5 years ago, doctors were telling me I may have cancer, which fortunately I didn't, but I was
I'm glad.
Yeah, me as well. I didn't want to. I heard previously that the mind is very powerful in helping to heal the body, and like meditation is an important component of mindfulness to relax and for healing. And then and looking and trying to learn about meditation, because I didn't used to meditate at all. I learned that there's a particular type called Reiki, and learning more about it. And there was a meetup group here, the best Reiki and meditation group of Las Vegas was the name of the meetup. And my Reiki master, she's been doing Reiki for over 35 years. She's from Russia originally, and when she's in her mid 60s now, but when she was in her late 20s, doctors were telling her that she was going to die from a congenital lung condition. And she's like, no, I'm going to heal myself. And she learned nutrition, she became vegan, raw food vegan. And you figure this is 35 years ago. That's not common. There were some people, but it's not common like it is now. As well as interestingly, her dad was a hypnotist in the Russian circus. So she learned a bit of hypnotism. Is that the right word? So she learned a bit about the mind being able to recondition itself, even as a young kid. But she learned more about the self-hypnosis for healing, as well as the nutrition. And she learned about Reiki and theta healing and EFT, which is emotional freedom tapping. There's like trigger points if you tap on them to help calm the body. And yeah, so from her, I learned a lot of these things that helped improve my health. And I got busy over the last several years and hadn't been practicing it much for myself or for others. But with Clubhouse, I've met a lot of people that are very they're very big into mindfulness, and spirituality and quantum physics and quantum healing. And it's been a great reminder. And of these 2 weeks of rooms that I do, the Reiki room was becoming the most popular of them, getting the most, attracting the most people. There are a lot of other Reiki practitioners, and it's nice to be able to spend time with that love energy, that it just, the more people that are collectively in that zone, I guess you could say, or thinking that calm and loving way, it radiates through the universe, and it's getting me re-engaged into that side. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail. Hi, Miriam.
Sarah.
Yeah, that sounds really cool, Darcy. Reiki, self-healing, kind of tap into your mental wellness and self-being and emotional. If you can control your emotions, you can control a lot of things. Your emotional state.
Sure.
That'd be something pretty cool to learn.
Yeah, it's spelled Reiki. It's a Japanese word, but Reiki it predates any it's been around for, there's signs of it for over 10,000 years. And some people suppose that the miracles that Jesus performed, where Jesus would lay his hands and people would heal, some say that was Reiki.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But it's really quite incredible. It's, some people, it works if you're open to it. It's like you don't necessarily have to believe it, but at least be open to it, then it'll work. But if you resist the idea of it, then it won't work for you.
Well, I mean, you think about
that's like voodoo or anything. If you don't believe in it, it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have your mindset has to be one of belief, or at least open to the possibility, or it just won't work because your brain will shut it out.
That's true. Yeah, I was thinking, like, in connection to that, like what you're talking about is like, you think about our mental state and then our physical state. If you're happy, you feel good. If you are angry, you're miserable, you don't feel so good. So there's definitely a connection between our mental being, our spirituality, and our physical being. So there's something to say for that, what you're talking about. Definitely.
Yeah. That's a little on for me.
Very cool.
a few aspects of Darcy Hall.
So what are,
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so what kind of things are you going to be working on HAPS here going forward?
What I'd like to do is, I have these quick rooms on Clubhouse, but what I'd like to do is kind of have a weekend review, as well as the fact that I do digital marketing, that I have a lot of knowledge, because on Clubhouse I'm learning and I'm listening but I'm not doing as much sharing and presenting. There's so many people on there that are doing it, and I don't know. I haven't figured out exactly a strategy, because I'd like to be consistent, that so people can be like, oh, okay, because I think that probably works best. That people are like, okay, I can tune in at this time.
Right.
Sunday a week ago, I did have one of the guys that's one of my web guys for websites. He's an IDX broker as well, which is a real estate WordPress. It's real estate WordPress stuff. It's real specific, and IDX brokers don't have tech support after hours or on the weekends. So I want to make it available to just open, kind of open Q&A time, but it's just where to fit in something. like I said, I already made a commitment to myself for being consistent on Clubhouse, and now having an additional platform and finding a consistent time that gives the flexibility that nobody's disappointed if I want to go camping some weekend or something, actually have a life.
Right.
So I haven't figured out yet, and I love Haps. It's just it's been a little bit challenging because it's so resource intensive on the computer and on the phone that I've tried to go live. Like I tried to do a Haps live from even the actually what date are we? So it's not this week, but the following week, March 23rd, from 5:30 to 7:30 Pacific. Is our next mixer for the Cause Marketing Chamber of Commerce. So we have a mixer once a month, and last month I tried to go live, but it wouldn't go live for me. And with
Really?
yeah, and with my computer, I have a MacBook Air, and the CPU, I can't have anything else open. Like I don't know if you can hear my computer even whirring. The fan is going, like the CPU is going full steam right now. That even if somebody says, "Oh, take a look at my website," if I were to open a second tab, it's going to crash my Haps stream. So,
Oh,
Jimbo,
okay.
thank you.
Good night, Jim.
He's off to bed. Thanks.
Good night, Jimbo.
Yeah, so we just got to get better computer, better internet situation or something to be able to be more consistent on Haps. 4:45 a.m. comes early. It sure does, especially after the time change, right?
Yeah, with all the time change and everything.
Yeah.
It's already 1:35 where I'm at.
Do you keep odd hours, Bruce, imagine?
I keep very odd hours. I broke my back in 2008, and I haven't been able to sleep well ever since.
Ouch.
So I might catch 2 to 4 hours sleep a night broken up. For the last 12 years, it's been that way. I haven't slept the whole night through in 12 years.
There's a supplement that I take called Euphoria. It's UFORIA. You can go to best.euphoriascience.com. Actually, I'll put a link in the chat. It's DNA-based supplement that's built specific to you. And it actually helps to repair DNA. It has an ingredient in it that helps to repair DNA. For myself, I mean, I can't say what it'll do for anybody else. I can just say what it's done for me is I used to have migraines every single month, and like debilitating, like 6 to 36 hour migraines. And when I started on it, didn't have them regularly anymore. And also, I was going gray, and I would pluck my grays, I'll be honest. But now my hair is growing in brown again. So my grays are, I cannot.
As you can tell, I think I might need that.
I can't promise.
I might need some of that.
And just, I think that I think that the fact that my hair is growing in brown again was an excellent, and I took it for a while. I had stopped for a bit, and I started going gray again, and I started again, and it was going brown again. And I think that that's a very visual proof of it helping to repair from the inside out. And I've had much better sleep on it. Just about everybody that I've met that takes it has reported better sleep because it helps your best functioning, and it's custom made specific to your DNA. There's over 400 million combinations that it could be. And I just dropped a link in there if you want to check it out at all. But that may help, again, no promises of what it can or would do for you, but it has the potential to help you repair internally and have better sleep.
I just took a screenshot of it, that way I can look it up.
I'm going to grab a pen and write it down.
I just cheated. I took a screenshot of it. That way I can look at it.
Bernie, thank you for the congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, 292 now. You get a bonus if you're over 250, don't you? No, I'm just teasing.
If I do another 250, so he said, let's get to 500.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Oh my gosh, the first one that I did, because Peter and Pablo and some others had hopped in, I was at 250 in like the first like 13 minutes or something. I got to like 11. I got to like 1100. So the next time I went live, I was like, oh, this should be easy. And it's like, oh, but I didn't have all this. I didn't have them pulling in all these people. So it's like, oh, yeah, it definitely goes a lot faster when you have others in the broadcast.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool though how they work that, to where the people that come up will bring their followers with them, and you know it works out pretty good. That way they know where you're at, and they can come in and support each other.
Yeah.
It helps. Definitely. It helps become a community better, you know, because if we support each other and we can see someone needs help, we jump on their channel and we can go to someone else's channel and help them or whatever. You know, it works out. It's good.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that since I've come over here, and I really enjoy that. It's a big switch from Periscope.
Yeah. For sure.
Is there a time that you typically, you know, Bruce and Kevin, is there a day or time that you typically, and a topic that you typically, and I'm still used to saying scope, do you scope about, to be broadcast about?
Go ahead, Bruce.
I'll be honest with you, I don't broadcast. I'm more of a viewer. I'm more of a supporter person, you know. If I were to broadcast, I would say it would be something about Christianity, something about, you know, religion or something like that.
Nice.
Other than that, and I'm sure I will at some point, because this is kind of getting my feet wet coming in on other people's broadcasts and things. But that'd probably be my genre.
That'd be great. Keep me posted on, you know, you can shoot me an email or something, darcynetwork@gmail.com. Remember the E for enthusiasm and Y for youthfulness and Darcy, the Darcy Network. And,
okay.
You know, give me a heads up that I'll try to make time to be in there. Like I said, every 2 weeks I have a room on Christianity, 30-minute on Clubhouse. Yeah. Hey, Troy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I made it. Do you guys know Troy? I don't know if he can join us right now, but Troy is awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man, I don't know anybody that doesn't like Troy. He's an amazing man.
Yeah.
All of us agree. Definitely.
In agreement.
I made it. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'd like to do my haps earlier, like maybe on Saturdays, so that I'm not necessarily trying to keep Sundays more off the technology, decompress, and you know, I had a really good church event today. Okay, no worries. Thank you, Troy. Glad you popped by.
Good to see you.
Wait, is Troy on 2 platforms right now, or I see 2 different logos for his profile pic?
Oh yeah,
I just changed it.
I see what you're saying.
You see him.
Today there was a special event for the church. They ordained 2 members of the church to ordain to pastor. And Troy says, "Welcome to broadcasting, whomever said." Okay, guys. Well, it's 10:42 here. Gonna wrap up. I want to thank you guys so much. Oh, wait, Kevin. Okay, so wait, before we go, Bruce said that he's more older, hasn't been broadcasting much. But Kevin, is there a day and time, topic that you typically broadcast about?
I definitely been on here, I think, more just like Bruce was saying, in people's broadcasts than I have actually broadcast. Although I have a handful of podcasts, as you can go back to the profile and look. And more or less, it's just meeting people, making friends, and I mean, I'm not some kind of special entertainer or anything like that. So it's just more or less the community and just being single. It's just nice to connect with people and be able to have that contact with the friendships that I've built. So I really appreciate, um, live, chats and stuff like this.
Yeah.
I found since I work in mental health, that during the course of the week, I'm kind of burnt out at the evening. It's so much easier just to be in the chat and follow and listen to conversations or whatever, or just veg out, listen to music or TV or whatever after I've cooked dinner and stuff like that. But most of the time, it's been on the weekends so far.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started actually broadcasting, I was super like I felt like when I was on Periscope, like back then before Haps I even knew about, like it just kind of felt like I was in this virtual world all the time, and I was super excited. And like even with Busker, I was always so excited and just so thrilled to be on here because of the connections of the human connections with people that you can meet around the world. So for just a long story short, I'm kind of on a tangent, but it's more or less on the weekends up to this point, just connecting with people, broadcasting. So
Awesome. I'm seeing that Troy said that I'm live on my channel playing different blind sports. So yeah, Bruce, yeah, I made it 300. That's awesome. So Troy, if you're live right now, are we able to all end my broadcast? We'll hop over and support you if we can.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So everybody follow at sports and the number 4, the blind is Troy. We're gonna go check if he's live right now. I don't know if he's able to be live. Maybe that's why there's 2 things. He's live on his and live
Yeah,
on
you're
mine.
able to, if you have 2 devices, you can go live and go to someone else's broadcast.
Okay, I didn't know that. See, this is fun. This is my sixth Haps challenge one, and I learned something new every time. Lots to learn from everybody.
Likewise.
There we go.
It is a pleasure meeting you.
Best way we do it.
Guys. I'm Darcy Network on Clubhouse too, so if you're on Clubhouse, check me out there. I'm there a lot, and welcome you to pop in and support there. Be participant, be a listener.
Well, thank you very much for the invite. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a better day tomorrow. And
thank you.
I'll talk to you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right,
Thanks
I'm going to do my little wrap up of my channel here. I'm Darcy Hall. I'm a digital marketer here in Las Vegas, Nevada, but I'm more than that. I think we're all more than just one thing. I'm a community builder too, here on Haps and on Clubhouse as Darcy Network, and broadcasting about digital authenticity, relationships, Christianity, enthusiasm, and youthfulness, plus networking, entrepreneurship, truth, working out, organizations, Reiki, and kindness. It's a bunch of things, but so are we. I welcome you to come on into my broadcasts and my rooms and get involved, meet new people, connect online, offline, and all that good stuff, and make this world a better place. Bye. And so Kevin and Bernie and Jimbo and Kevin and Bruce and Miriam and everybody that had helped out on the side, and Bruce and Tara and okay, it's not letting me scroll back up, but my brain's a little foggy now. But Irvine and Jackie and everybody, Jim, everybody that came in today, thank you so much, and I will see you later this week. Bye. Good night.